students, today we are going to discuss about the vegetative method of asexual reproduction. The vegetative method of asexual reproduction. Students, this is also called the vegetative propagation. Yes, students, the vegetative method of asexual reproduction is also known to be the vegetative propagation. Now, students, first of all, we are going to discuss about the vegetative propagation and what are their types. Yes, students, there are many types of the vegetative reproduction. First of all, I am going to define the vegetative reproduction. Students, it may be defined as the kind of asexual reproduction which is performed with the help of the vegetative part of the plant. It means the stem, leaves or roots. This mode of asexual reproduction is carried or found in the categories of plants that does not bear seed. Yes, students, the plants which does not bear seeds, in such type of plants, the new individuals are obtained by this method of reproduction. If we are going to talking about the kinds of plants which does not bear seeds, then all the members of the Halophyta, Bryophytes and the Pteridophytes, well known that they does not bear flowers as well as they does not bear seeds. Now, students, what are the types of vegetative reproduction? There are mainly two types of vegetative reproduction. What are these? The first one is natural vegetative reproduction. Natural vegetative propagation. And the second one is artificial vegetative propagation. Students, first of all, we are going to define the natural vegetative propagation. Students, as the name clear that natural vegetative propagation, it means it is the method of asexual reproduction in vegetative plants in which they are carried naturally. It means they occurs naturally without any kind of physical or you can say that morphological kind of changes in the plant's body. They are usually of following three types. What are these? The first one is by root. By roots. The second one is by leaves. And the third one, that is the last one, by stem. Students, by roots. This is the natural method of vegetative propagation in which the new plants can be developed by the roots of the parent plant body. Yes, students, if we are taking the example of banana plant and many types of grasses, what you observe that either they possess seed or they can be cultivated. Students, they does not bear seeds or any kind of spores. Their roots contains many kinds of plumage that plumules further grow into a new plants or individual plants. Such type of method of natural vegetative propagation is said to be the vegetative propagation by roots. Students, the bamboo plant, the sugar cane, as you all of you notice that the bamboo plant is cultivated, or you can say that grown with the help of their roots. The bamboo is a tallest grass. Yes, student, the bamboo is a grass, and this type of the method of reproduction take place also in Dahlia. The Dahlia is a kind of plant. Through their roots, the new plants can be developed. Now, students, by leaves. In bryophyllum plants, you all of you notice that the plant leaf bears many kinds of the sporophytes. It means small plants are maturing, having the radicula, it means root and the shoot. And when these plants get detached from the parent body and come on the surface of the soil, they further grow into the new plants. Thus, this is a kind of natural vegetative propagation by leaves. These are the new plants or individual plants. And this is a bryophyllum leaf. A mature bryophyllum leaf is somewhat massive and it bears many new plants on their marginal surfaces. These plants having the roots and the shoot system both, and when they detach and come on the soil surfaces, they grow to form the new bryophyllum plants or individual plants. It is very also common in the aloe vera. You can easily see in the aloe vera plant the kinds of natural vegetative propagation with the help of leaves. Now, students, by stems. Students, you all of you notice and also observe that on maturation the potatoes bears number of eyes. It means the sprouting in the potatoes that are called eyes, and the farmer cuts this type of underground stems into the many pieces and sown into the soil on in the ridges. They further get developed into new plants, and each plant bears number of potatoes underground in the soil. Thus, the natural vegetative method of propagation is very common in potatoes as well as in sweet potatoes. And students, if we are talking about the artificial vegetative propagation, then the artificial method of vegetative propagation is carried by the artificial means. It means there is the artificial methods or physical methods are applied for obtaining the new plants. Let's see on what are the different types of artificial vegetative propagation. The first one is crafting. Students, what is crafting? In this method of artificial vegetative propagation, the kinds of plants mature stem is cropped out from the parent plant. That is very common in the rose plant. As you notice that the mature stems of the rose plant is cut out from the parent plant body, and it is further placed into the nutritious soil at the angle of acute on the horizontal surface, and they further grows the nodes and internodes through which the new branches get arises. Such type of method of artificial vegetative propagation is known as crafting. This is very common in the rose plant as well as in the plants which does not bear seeds. It means seedless plants. Now student, the second method of artificial vegetative propagation is layering. What is layering? Students, here a parent plant body whose a branch is flexible is taken for the physical process or artificial process of the vegetative propagation. Here I take a plant with branch. Its branch is somewhat flexible and it is bent about some and extend the surface of the soil so that its one branch is buried under the ground in the soil surface. What happened after some times? Students, after some times this the underlying branch of the plant be as meaning advantageous or fibrous roots. Advantageous, or you can say that fibrous root. Now this branch of the plant is cut out from here as I cut this, and it either further placed into the another places or on the same places. This method is applied to grow the plants like apple to obtain the new individual plants. Now students, the another method is the grafting. Grafting is also an artificial vegetative propagation. This is the third method of artificial vegetative propagation. To understand grafting, it is need to understand here the two potted plants are taken, as I am going to illustrate in the diagram. These are the mature plants stems. This is the plant A and this is the plant B. The plants which are used for this method of vegetative propagation are called ex-plants or parent plant. Now students, this is the potted plant B, and here I illustrate the stems. It means main sprout of the plants. First of all, the stem of plant A is cut in a manner that like this. Now the another plant B is also cut in the same manner, and further this stem, the stem of the cut branch of the potted plant B is transferred on the stem of potted plant A, and A to B, B to A and A to B, and both are tied with the help of rope, and there is also some kinds of nutritious substance. It means the wet soil or the cow dung like substances is applied on the surface, and with the help of a gummy bag it is covered and tied with the help of a rope. After 2 weeks later, it is found that the branch of plant A is fixed on the branch of plant B and B to A. Thus, the fixation of such type of branches on the plant A to B and B to A is said to be grafting. Thus students, one thing more important to know about the vegetative means of propagation, that is the another type of vegetative propagation are gouting, and it is most advantageous type of reproduction because the individual plants are obtained in such a mode of reproduction are identical to the parent plant. They usually grow in the same type of climatic conditions where the parent plants are found, and in short time more number of plants can be obtained with a parent plant. Thanks students for joining today's lecture.